Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Right here, back for another Transformers transformation review thingy. Let me see, a little bit of housekeeping, tiny bit of housekeeping. I'll show you this. I got this guy today. He's just, a little power combiner. I don't care for the 5-packs. Just get that right out of the way. I'm just going to put my cards on the table. I don't care for the 5-packs. I find them dull. They don't. Cats out there moaning his ass off. They don't stay together well. They kind of pop off. They look gangly. They just don't sit well. But I don't mind the 2-packs. And the only reason I got this guy is because he costs less than a $5 in a well-known supermarket. What the fuck's not the BBC? Tesco. I got him for Tesco for less than a $5. I like this minicon lark that goes on with their 4 modes. I just like that clear plastic aesthetic. And this guy he turns into a little racing car thing. It's like I don't really care for cars. I'm not the biggest car fan in the world. Having said that, I've got a lot of bots next door that turn into cars, and indeed, if it's G1, it turns into a car I want it. So that's that in for me. Hold on, any Dark of the Moon housekeeping to get out of the way. I read the little plot synopsis, the briefest of briefest plot synopsis. No surprises there. It's a Michael Bay film, so we shall move on. Don't know what that word was. Sounded like a dog barking. Anyway, excuse me. So this is, of course, Magmatron, who is a Destron. I do enjoy saying that. Function Emperor of Destruction. That looks really rather ravishing on a CD, rather, doesn't it? He says, "Power is everything. I am power, therefore I am everything." No, I don't think he speaks like that. Power is everything. I am power, therefore I am everything. Yes, more like it. Pain, pathos, Magmatron's beast mode is comprised of 3 dinosaurs, an all-round warrior, more wildly even than Galvatron, who likes to talk in his sleep. Doesn't say it there, but Galvatron likes to talk in his sleep. On the one hand, he is violently enthusiastic, while on the other, he can judge situations quite reasonably. He is also charismatic enough so that the other Destrons acknowledge his superiority. Whatever. Now, the reason I'm doing this guy tonight is because, well, he's sitting there in front of me. And he is, not unique, but his style of bot is it's a very rare find in the Transformers universe. He is a part former, and I think the community has to come up with a much sexier way of defining that. Part former. It's not a gestalt, because as we know with the combiners, as they're also known, is that you have the little car, the little plane, or the ugly little monster that turns into a bot, and then we'll combine and make a limb or a torso or something like that. So it's not one of those, because you just have 3 dinosaurs and they combine together to form one bot. They have a tertiary mode. There is a tertiary mode which we will not be seeing today here on this screen, because you take a purple Gigantosaurus, like this thing, and a kind of turquoise Elasmosaurus, and a red Quetzalcoatlus, the flying one, and you kind of stick them together so that they form an odd. It's referred to as the chimera, or more accurately, or more descriptively, as the humping lizard. It's like taking an apple, an orange, and a banana, and sticking them together and going, "Look, I've created a new piece of fruit." No, you haven't. You stuck the fucking things together, and they look stupid. I'm not going to show you the chimera mode because it looks stupid, and I will feel bad and dirty for having shown you it. Bad and dirty, ladies and gentlemen. And it's Thursday, and I don't like feeling bad and dirty on Thursday, so I'm not going to show you that. So instead, we shall do this. This is Quetzalcoatlus. I don't know why I'm doing that voice. I'll stop it right now. I just want to show you a little articulation. So, all he does, what this chap transforms into, is not a robot, but part of a robot. I think you probably know that. He was originally part of the Beast Wars 2 line, wasn't he? And then he was seconded into the Beast Machines line. Still called Magmatron. He was seconded into the Beast Machines line under the Dinobots. There's lots of really interesting things where you had the original Beast Wars Megatron, who is of course the big T-Rex, and he was actually he became a maximal Dinobot called T-Rex. You know, hear what they done there? So there you go. That's that chap. Look at that. I like the spark crystal there. He said Destron. You can't see. You know what it fucking looks like. You know. Gimmick, yes. Tail pull. Oh, wings extend. Both of them. Come on. Yes, there we go. Nice, nice. Really good articulation. Must see what happened underneath too here. I like that. I like that. It's something very satisfying about that. The beak will open and close, and he has little teeth and stuff. He doesn't have any other modes here. This guy, just part of the bot, not the Chimera mode. Go and have a look at it. It looks stupid. I'm not going to show you. Like I say, bad and dirty, ladies and gentlemen. And it is still Thursday, and I do not fancy feeling bad and dirty at this time on a Thursday. Like that. Now you see underneath here, they will detach, and I will show you where they go presently. So, next one. Huge, big Elasmosaurus. I'll get this. This side rather is the slightly more screwless side. There's an awful lot to this chap, ladies and gentlemen. There really is. Oh my God, he's huge. And he does this. This is his gimmick, which is odd, and it's slightly disconcerting. And I don't think he would actually swim like that, but the bottom half of this chap becomes this kind of pincer shield for the big Magmatron body, and he is very, very sexy. Look at his little face there. He's just a cute little face. His jaw will open and close. While he goes catching his fishes and whatever he does, there he is. That's nice. So there he is. That's the big. Ooh, sorry about that. Next, good old bot here. Very nice bot. This is the. I thought they were making this name up. I thought they're making that up. It sounds so silly. Gigantosaurus, Humongosaurus, Enormosaurus, Kill Your Grannysaurus. Oh, it's been a while since I got that one in. It's all. He kind of looks like a bit of a purple and silver and mechanical with a thing here going on. T-Rex or something like that, obviously, or an Allosaurus or something like that, but it's a Gigantosaurus, Humongosaurus, Enormosaurus. What a wonderful names those things have. He does have little gimmicks here. You can see there's lots of very, very obvious detailing here that it's just, it's little bot details compromised, but it's fine. And this, which is just, it sticks out like a sore thumb. It really does. Little gold detailing under there. You can see between his legs. Hands will move. The legs will make the legs move just fine. So his I like this. I like hey man, I love doing that. The little missiles on this bad boy here. You take one of them off. Okay, now this is where this does look a little silly, a little odd. You stick it down his gullet, right? And it. Oh God, that's so silly. Jesus, it's silly. And you pull that back like that, and it will shoot out. And it looks silly, but you know what? I'm so pleased it does it, because while it looks quite daft and all the rest of it, I would rather it did it than not. Now he has another little thing. It's pretty much the same gimmick. You see, I'm going to open up this little section here, because you can access a there is weapon storage here. So you open up the tail like that, and you see there's a little cavity all the way there. He looks like he's about to give birth, doesn't he? Jesus. And this thing comes out of the back of his tail. And again, look, he looks like he's going for a shit. Oh god, look, robot in crapping pose. You stick this down his gullet again, same thing, and you know you can give him this spiky tongue, which will shoot out. I don't care about that. Lovely, quirky, funny, makes me laugh. A little bit ugly now and again, but he's very cute. So we'll transform him, shall we? Yes, let's. So yeah, let me. I really hope I can do this. I hope I can do this because I haven't done it in a year, maybe. Now, another interesting thing about this is that this is George's favorite bot ever. I'm going to swivel this section here a little bit like that so I can get this out. You have to take his neck out. Take out his neck. That will become a weapon. This is George's favorite bot ever, and I can well understand why. It's such a George bot. Anybody's ever met George, and for those of you who haven't, shame on you. It's a very George exaggerated elegy bot. We open up the tail. All kinds of things are going to open up. Like I say, I'm not showing you the chimera mode. You know, go and have a look at it on TF Archive or something like that. Just have a little look and go, all right, I see. Now, I've just opened these little side panels here like that. I hope I remember how to do this. I'll be so pleased if I do. You take the enormous Gigantosaurus, you see, Gigantosaurus. I'm sure that's a real dinosaur. And you tuck them in the sides there like that. And that's a cute little thing. Little posts and ports that are very obvious. And his head's going to... You see what often happens... Hi, how are you? What often happens in the Beastars stuff is that an awful lot of what's going on seems to be shell form, and you have animal heads and animals' asses sticking out of shoulders and becoming limbs, and they just kind of want to go, enough already. But not with this guy. No, 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 not at all. Now I'm going to form his hips. Hips form in the usual way. You take them from either side after he's given birth to his little bastard child, and I'm going to join them up. I shall. I must. I'm going to do it here off camera. There we go. Slight dramatic. Now this leg transfer. Oh, isn't that nice? Well, oh, that's nice. Oh, it's nice. Leg transformation. Look at this. This is very, very exciting. This whole panel comes down like that, and little heel comes out. Now you see these little mech forks here. They come up and they spur in front of the Gigantosaurus feet, and I like that. Then we turn around, and there's this little panel comes down and covers. Oh, that's nice. That is a robot leg. Oh my god, if it's nothing else, it's a robot leg. Really, really nice thing to see. Just do the other one similarly. Take the little panel, take it down. Nice. This tail, where am I going with this tail? Have I taken the thing out? Yeah, so the tail kind of, it's going to be, I'm just going to leave it there for the minute and see what happens once I hopefully transform the rest of it. Now, this bad boy here, you just take him apart. You really do. I'm going to open up the tail here. There's a little post and port, and you just kind of pull him apart. Right, set that to one side. Hope I can remember what's going on here. Watch very closely. You see in this chap here are his arms, and that's nice. There's interesting little posts and ports everywhere. Really decent hands, actually. Look at those hands. Look, very, very decent hands. Good thumbs, good opposable thumbages and stuff. Another little Predacon spark crystal in there. Why not? Indeed, I'll put that to one side because what I got to do is transform this little chap now, and underneath the arches, when you open up this section, you see we have Magmatron's head. This is a nice, simple little transformation. This is the Quetzalcoatl's head. Comes all the way up like that, and we'll just put both arms up like that for a moment. And again, that looks tiny bit rude for some reason. I'm not sure why. But what we do is we take this. You see, it's got this tab here. That's the tab. And the port for the tab is there, that little hole. Hole, I said hole. And there's posts and ports all over the place that are going to allow this chap, hopefully, ooh, not automorph, but look, it almost could be. Isn't that not nice? You must go in. Will it click? Are we going to hear a click or something? I think it will go in. Right. Oh my word. There. Oh, that was a good click. Well done. Sorry. And in this little chap's hands, you see there are ports underneath, rather where the Quetzalcoatl's feet. So this was my thing, on-screen transformation, because I like seeing things transformed on screen. Usually, unless you're a really awesome reviewer, like some of the really awesome reviewers who are out there, and you know who you are. I don't know, whoever the fuck you are. We'll come back to this chapter in a minute. Let me put this little head down. You kind of have to. It's a work in progress until you get to the end of it. It really is a work in progress, and quite often, I'm not always so happy with the results because I always seem to be missing some posts and ports that you're meant to be accessing all throughout. Now, he wears this thing like a coat. Now you can see there is a port for a tab, very traditional tab port. There is the tab. Now let's see if we can do this. Please make me happy when skies are grey. Let's see. And tabs at the side. Oh, it's working, ladies and gentlemen. It's working. Oh, it's been a while, and I think I'm going to be able to make it happen here today for me. And oh God, I'll be so pleased if it works. Okay, we've got this far. We've got this far. We've got this far. Shh, breathe not. Right. Let's do this thing with the feet here like that. Is that happening? Yes. And is this one happening as well? Yes, it is. Oh, it's all coming together. I like it. I'm actually genuinely excited because it's been a while and I thought I would really crack this up, but it seems to be working. I think I've got it there. I think I've got it. It's not quite as tidy and as nice. You see, his head seems to be, the bot head seems to be inclined a little downwards where I don't want it to be, especially. I would rather it was back a little bit. But I think if I pull it back, he's just going to kind of pop apart. Let's see if we can get him in a quite of a sexy pose before I finish showing you all the other good stuff. Yes, now look at the back. This isn't cable because what you do is you take it and it becomes rather like a stinger, or this obviously is going to have, will be able to deploy if he was a real thing. He could deploy this in his bot mode. Look, it's working, it's standing up, it's not falling apart. This is Magmatron and it's so nice. I just wish his head wasn't so inclined downwards. Anything we can do there to sort that out? Oh yes, little click there. Now, I'm going to finish off the transformation by showing you what the additional bits of the bot do. This was his neck. I removed his throat. I gave him a tracheotomy. So you open up these little flaps like that. You don't even need to do that because it looks fine without it. And you see the spark crystal there. Now there's a little tab there, and I think it allows you. So what that does, it allows you to hold this weapon. This is what I removed from his tail. It allows you to hold it, and it never likes staying in place. It allows you to hold it like that, or as a sword. And I do like holding it as a sword. I think it's pretty good. You see, it's almost sword shaped there. I have to do this. I remember when I got it, this didn't like to stand until I extended this little bottom. This is the lip that stops it from flaking out. I extended that with my tooth somewhat, and it seemed to hold. It's not holding very well. I can sort that out. I'm not bothered by that. I will put it into his hand. The way he holds it, he's actually got a port right in the center of his hand, if you can see it. And the post is going to go right into the center like that. Can I get that around his hand? Because he's got that very, very good opposable thumb. Well, it's not completely opposable. Well, in that you can just kind of do that with it, you know. Goes from one to the other. And it doesn't really get in the way, but it adds an awful lot to it. But let me try this one more time. See, all I'm doing is I'm biting that little. You see what's going on? This little gap there. You see, I've slightly fucked them up a bit. That usually helps if you're there you go, much better. If the missile doesn't want to stay in, if you just kind of fuck up that little bit I just showed you, it extends them and makes them a little more ready to stay in. Now we're gonna take this bad boy here. This is the rest of the elasmosaur, and it's going to form a shield. Now you take these forward because this is the gimmick here. So we can do this old kind of crunchy thing. Now you think this looks stupid? No, actually really works as a shield. You see there's the port for it there, and there's the post right in the middle of this. Works very nicely, thank you very much. I was a little apprehensive at the beginning until I got him on, and I actually was convinced very quickly that it worked really well. If you can get the freaking thing on, that's the thing. I mean, this guy is, uh, he is an assembly job. He really is an assembly job. But let me see, right, there he is. His shield and sword, looking awesome, looking complicated, looking very grand, looking really rather gruesome, actually quite beautiful at the same time. Looks quite murderous. He really does, because he's got all those wonderful Decepticon colors. He's just composed of lots of sharp reptilian edges as well. This is Magmatron in all his glory, and there's an awful lot of glory going on for your bot here. You can pick this guy up still quite cheaply. He looks so good next to your Magnaboss and your Tripredacus, and I'm sure he could eat those fuckers for breakfast quite easily. This is definitely my favorite. You know, you can kind of lump them together along with Magnaboss and Tripredacus, but indeed he is a very different bot. He is of comparable size, but he is much more gorgeous than any of the others. Character bio, ask George, petition George, excuse me, to do a review of this, and he'll tell you so much more about him than I will. Because this is George's favorite bot. Actually, I know he's already done it, but he's due to do another one. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Ray. Don't call me I Love Mess. I don't care for that name at all. It makes me like a fucking joke. Just forgot how to sign in as my last name. So, ladies and gentlemen, where are we? 22 minutes. I'm sorry. I'm sure some of you'll watch this. Some of you'll turned off long ago, as I probably would have done. Anyway, Ray, hello, mess, with this guy saying, if you don't have him and you like Beast Wars, you will get him after this. Goodbye.